to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Terra's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Passionate about sports? If yes, let's take that passion and put it to work growing your business. I'm Rita Newton with ESPN Arkansas, and I help people like you that own businesses connect them with our avid and loyal sports listeners through the power of radio with sharing your words, plus offering digital solutions. Whether you need more customers or more traffic on your website, I am your girl. So email me at rita.newton@hitthatline.com or call me at 479-353-1242. One email or one call away to working on a business plan to help you grow your business.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 40 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. From farms to land, livestock, equipment, and more, Farm Credit finances it all. Learn more at myaglender.com.
I literally just watched Get Up ESPN. It had me good and pissed off. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm a little bit bothered by this aura thing, this swag thing, this confident thing that's rolling around with Ryan Silverfield and kind of getting thrown in his face, man. Look, we don't need a bunch of swag, man. We don't need a bunch of aura. We need a ball coach. And ultimately, you know, I love what he said in the SEC media days. I mean, we need a guy that is more about accountability and playing hard. I know those are usually coach speak, but if you watched Arkansas over the last handful of years, man, discipline was a major problem. Playing hard, particularly on the defensive side of the football, was a major problem. Chemistry was a major problem. And if you just look at all that stuff that most people chalk up to coach speak, and when he says it, most people go, oh, we've heard this before. He's not a dynamic speaker. Now, who gives a damn, right? I mean, at this point, we need a guy that'll go in there and put his foot down and do the simple things well. I, for one, loved what he said, and I don't give a damn that he doesn't have much aura.
I think we've had so much change in the program over the last decade or more that stability is always something you're searching for. It's hard to build a program when new coaches come in. They don't know the past players. They don't know the alumni. They don't have relations. And I think that's what the hire of Ryan Silverfield, at least that from my perspective, is being relayed. We've got to build a camaraderie of past players. We've got to build a camaraderie of alumni. Feel like they're heard, feel like they're supported. And, you know, one of the things when Coach Silverfield got the job, he reached out to me immediately.
Live from the Bud Light Studios. Produced by Christian Johnston.
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
This is the Morning Rush.
You know, it's always enjoyable to get former players' perspective on the new head football coach, and that's exactly what we got this past Friday. 20th year of the Morning Rush. Clint Sterner, Tyler Wilson, two great Arkansas quarterbacks, two great former co-hosts of this program. And, again, Clint took issue with the whole people making fun of his aura. You heard Tyler and give his thoughts on the current state of Razorback football and kind of where Coach Silverfield is and everything else. We're 40 days out. What did you say this morning? 5 Saturdays?
We're 5. Well, it was 6 from this past, but coming up this Saturday, we're 5 Saturdays away. We will be. Are we at 40 days today?
40 days.
40 days. So we'll be 40 days and 40 nights. Well, we got just one more wilderness to wander before we get to football season.
When I saw the legal ID this morning, it said 40 days.
40 days of hell.
Like, yeah, we have 40 days of hell. 40 days we starve without Razorback football, and then it finally returns against North Alabama September 5th when they come to town.
You know, maybe this would be a better Morning Rush Daily question. Maybe I should save this. But are we looking more forward to just college football's return or Razorback football return? You know, maybe we'll get to that later on. But
do you want me to get my, or do you want? Should we stave it off?
Well, just ponder on that. Okay. All right, a little preview of what's coming up in about a half hour. But
good question.
But I think people are more excited. We were around a lot of people. We didn't play together, but we played in a golf tournament this weekend, and we're around a lot of people that wanted to ask about media days that I think are generally excited. That came, I was talking to one guy. He said, I do what I always do. I watch SEC media days and listen to you guys, and I think we're going to win 2 more games than I thought the week before. And I think we are getting generally excited for the return of college football, the return for our traditions in the fall. And I just think naturally at the end of the day, not all of us, I know who you people are out there that aren't, but a lot of us are positive. Sometimes we're wrong, but would you rather just be positive and look forward to maybe something exciting happening this fall, or just keeping your head down and gloom and doom and, hey, I'd rather be right and my preseason prediction be more righteous than yours than, so I'm going to say we're going to be bad. Well, we're still basing bad off of last year. We're still basing bad off the last things we saw. We're not basing it off any information on this roster and this team.
I think there is some truth to some people wishing their lesser prediction comes true rather than be proven wrong.
Well, yeah, they think there's an award.
Because what have I said multiple times when it comes to my prediction? I think we're going 4-8, but what have I followed that up with 100 times this?
But I need a haircut really bad.
I hope I'm wrong. That's not going to happen until November.
Right.
But I hope I'm wrong. I've said that 1,000 times this summer. And so, again, we're 40 days out. Arkansas got picked 16th out of 16th at SEC Media Days. You only got one all-SEC player preseason. There's not a ton that you can necessarily latch
we're
on.
0-0. The season's we've got time to be miserable. If they're going to be bad this year, we've got the whole season to. But I don't want to be miserable right now.
No, it's hot enough. I'm miserable enough with the temperature. I'm miserable enough with sweat rash in places that sweat rash doesn't need to be. You know what I mean? So it just let's enjoy the summer. Let's enjoy these 40 days of walking up to the season.
Where's that rash?
Well, I'll show you during the break. It's going to be fun for you.
On camera.
But I just think some people they're negative because they think they're going to be right. Anytime you predicted something correctly, the 3 times it's happened, was there a trophy? Was there a bonus? Was there an award because you were right? Did people think you were taller or faster or stronger because you got a prediction right? Because you guessed right?
It's only validated if there's money that's supplemented.
See, it doesn't matter. So we all have this idea that I'm going to be right. Well, what's right going to get you at this point, You don't brag about that. Is your wife going to say, "Oh, honey, this is my man right here that properly predicted a 3-9 season. That's my husband right there." It's not going. So let's just quit trying to lean towards negative, thinking we're going to be more right.
First off, she would be thrilled if your 5-7 prediction came true this fall.
I'll be in a happier mood. I promise you.
Yeah.
If we go 5-7,
I think I would too.
I'm with Big C.
Yeah,
we got plenty of time left to be miserable. Let's not be miserable now.
The heat index hasn't exactly caused people to jump up and down and celebrate these last few days. I finally got what y'all were talking about when I arrived Thursday night. It's 11:15 when I get in. It's man, it's still hot. And then this weekend it was it's pretty good as well. But I think you made a good point. So I got asked probably like you did 10+ times, and I'm not exaggerating about, all right, how was media days? I watched some of Silverfield. I fill in the blank, feel better about this season, or I think he did a good job. I really didn't have anyone that's man, he sucked.
No,
he was awful.
Not one.
And not good. And I go back to the almost verbatim what he said earlier in the week.
Last year has absolutely zero to do with what we're doing moving forward.
Amen.
Which is what you said.
Amen.
Which is what you said. Now,
I've been pounding the pulpit on that message for weeks and weeks and weeks.
He's been listening to the show.
We have over 50% turnover on the roster, 100% turnover on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
And somehow we base what happened last year with 2-10. And you know what? It may go 3-9. It may go 2-10. But you know what last year had to do with that? 0.
They got new lights too for this season.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We got it at the.
Got a lot of day games. And you got to score some touchdowns to use them, but hey, I'm glad we're stepping. I'm glad we're stepping into the 7A West where everybody else already has them.
Let me tell you something. September the 26th, family weekend when Tulsa's in town, and those lights are going off. It's gonna be awesome.
Wow.
And
I can't wait.
I don't know. Here's when I saw that, I was happy. I was excited. But I've seen Georgia's, I've seen Alabama's, I've seen Auburn's, I've seen all these other SEC schools, and when I asked the question, why did this take so long? Money is the first answer to that question. But at least Ryan Silverfield is, from what he has discussed on multiple podcasts and told multiple reporters, we got to get this game day atmosphere. This at least is some of that.
It's just, from what I understand, it's less than a $2 million investment, the lighting system. So this is not
250 new LED lights with 8 Club Max 40 lasers for a revamped game day atmosphere.
Yeah. So that, have you been to Springdale High School or Springdale Harbor's gymnasium?
No, I've seen the pictures.
They've got this laser show they do on the floor at both schools that, Arkansas's got, they're well equipped with inside Bud Walton, but it's amazing the things you can do now and what a little bit of money will do. I mean, $1.5 million, $1.7 million is kind of what I understand they spent on this lighting system.
Okay.
And, that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but in the grand scheme of everything up there, that's not a ton of money.
Because Arkansas's athletics department budget's what, 162?
I thought it was a hair stronger than that.
Hair stronger than that. Okay, that's
like 175.
Okay. Well, you mentioned the times, so they're playing a night game in Utah. You got North Alabama at 3:15, Georgia's at 11, Tulsa, like I mentioned, is at 7. Next home game, Tennessee's a flex, Missouri's a flex, South Carolina's a flex, and then you got LSU at 11 a.m. So there's chances, there are possibilities, but do you know how you get night games?
You got to win.
You're good. Thank you, Big C. You got to win. So if they're not any good, you're going to get put in that kind of afternoon slot with the SEC Network 3 o'clock game, which is the worst one of, at least from a television standpoint. Now, it's good for, I think, at the mid-afternoon.
You're opposite the big game on ABC.
Yes, the good big afternoon game like you're talking about. From a attendance standpoint, it's honestly good. You can go up in the morning, come back at night if you want to, but that's at least the possibilities of your night games and that light display actually being utilized this fall.
All right, got the opening drive in just a second. How was your weekend?
It was good.
Good?
I thought you were about to go into a read. No, it was good. No. We were struggled. You mentioned the golf tournament, played really bad on Saturday, turned it around a little bit on Sunday. You guys won, I saw. Did you ride your partner's coattails to the win?
I shot a 79 yesterday.
Oh wow, you didn't.
With
you
a triple bogey.
You played really good.
And one birdie.
I shot an 87.
Slipped out an eagle that was very costly.
Steph Curry was golfing in Arkansas.
He did.
This
I saw he was around.
He was at Moses.
I had a solid weekend.
Okay.
But my partner played very well. We brother-in-lawed very well. Nick Rogers, Gino's Pizza. He shot a 72. I shot a 79, had a triple bogey in that 79.
I had a double on 18, and that ended with an 87. So it could have been. It's not a bad day, but it was fun. It was hot. I'm a big proponent of the sun hat. The sun hat is I feel like the middle-aged man's like.
I've got you
perfect.
a new one on the way.
All right. Is it? What's the logo?
Station
Razorback?
logo.
Oh, station. Let's go.
Station logo.
I'm in for that.
I ordered it specifically for you.
For me with the hair. We'll see if I get a haircut. I can't really wear it because it doesn't hold on like it needs to.
They have two different hats. I'm going to give you a choice of your hats.
Okay. Christian, you mentioned Steph Curry. Steph Curry's first time in Arkansas.
First time.
This weekend in Little Rock. Him, Moses Moody, Isaiah Joe. I think
some little kid beat him in like the 3-point challenge or some kind of. I don't know what kind of thing it was, but it was pretty cool to see that.
John Daly Jr. There were several. Obviously, Razorback connections at
I saw where Steph said it was his first time ever to be in the state of Arkansas. Yeah. Did you just say that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, and he was golfing this weekend.
Yes.
I was paying attention to the text line. So.
Aaron says you didn't shoot a 79. He is accusing you of lying on these airwaves.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what Aaron's basing that on.
You're not gonna.
I don't need to defend myself to Aaron. That's what I shot. It's what, should have been about 2 or 3 stronger than that. 79 was honestly a little bit disappointing.
You always go back. What could have been.
Yep, couple missed putts. Hey, you can take. Lip outs just kill you. Because that's the turnover at the goal line in golf, right? The lipped out putt. That's where you turn it over at the 2-yard line. What might have been the missed field goal from 15 yards away. Those are the things. Those are the ones that keep you up a little bit at night. Hey, take us along with you wherever you're headed. I know some are headed to the Bahamas this week with the Razorbacks. The Hit That Line Now app is powered by Taco Bell. Whether you're craving something cheesy, saucy, or crunchy, Taco Bell has you covered. Also, check out the Lux Cravings menu. 10 items for $3 or less available now at Taco Bell.
All right, so Christian mentioned basketball stuff that happened this weekend with Moses Moody's Foundation. Another thing that's happening this week, with the basketball team is the Bahamas games, and we'll kind of get into what that looks like in the next few minutes. I thought Matt Zimmerman's done a really good job kind of talking about each player individual. A lot of new guys on this roster, but one that you know heading into this year.
They're playing back. Well, today we're talking about Billy, which obviously a Razorback fan favorite for all the things that he's done in his first 2 years. One thing about Billy, he's available. He's always ready to go. He's the only Razorback in the whole time that Coach Cal's been here. He has missed 0 games. He played every one as a freshman. He played every one as a sophomore. Knock on wood. Hopefully he can continue that stretch of good health and endurance.
This is the opening drive.
Did Z just jinx him?
I don't believe in jinx.
You don't believe in jinx? But he's done that with every player. So Billy's the most known commodity on this basketball team, so I thought it'd be easy to start with him. You got the games this week in the Bahamas starting on Friday. A lot of new players, like I mentioned, on this roster. Get it first chance, media, get a chance to watch practice today, later on.
Yeah, get 20 minutes at the end, get to talk to Coach Cal. Big C, you're going? That didn't sound like I heard the plans. So, anyway.
I didn't hear the plans.
You didn't hear the plans.
I'm not saying I won't go.
All right. So, talking about, a little practice today. It's mainly just getting your eyes on some of this personnel for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the Bahamas is about. You can get on the Flow Sports. You can watch it. We can read the reports, all these things. Here's the thing. It's July 27th today, and we've spent half of our opening segment talking basketball.
Mm-hmm.
We're 40 days away from college football and the Razorbacks, and we're talking basketball.
Basketball team generates a lot of interaction and conversation, being that you've got a Hall of Fame head basketball coach. You've got what's going to be a preseason top 15, top 10 team, probably top 4 within the Southeastern Conference. You got the number 1 recruiting class, which they just kept adding on to. If you missed last week with the Davion Thompson and why am I playing Origu's reclassification, they're going to be ready and able to play this week in the Bahamas. So there's been a lot of, again, news tidbits and news nuggets that have come out consistently with this basketball team. And obviously football will suck up a lot of the oxygen when it actually gets here. But no, you're right. There's always something to talk about when it comes to John Calipari and his program.
Would it be this way if you had the same players but didn't have John Calipari? Which I know you can't really do those two things. You can't say, well, you'd still have the number 1 recruiting class. You'd still have you can't really say you would have that without John Calipari. But if Musselman was still the coach and this was still your team, we wouldn't be as excited about it.
I disagree, because we had this. Here's why. Because we had this conversation when they went to Italy and Spain. I remember us specifically talking about this time of year with the scheduling and stuff, and watching little snippets and whatnot. You had the second best recruiting class. We did this. We did the same thing. I don't know what the deal is, us wanting to minimize Musselman's success here. I get that he's that you have currently a Hall of Fame coach, and Musselman is not in that tier. But I don't understand, we weren't doing this with Muss. We were doing it. Yeah, we were. They were Elite Eight, Sweet 16. We were talking about what was one of the best recruiting classes in the history of Razorback possible. We were doing all these things, but it's now that Cal's here, we almost have to push that aside and say, well, I just don't understand that personally. I don't get it.
I'm not trying to minimize anything Musselman did. What I'm trying to say is John Calipari brings so much excitement and buzz. We've been talking about it for weeks now. Now, I think some of it's more portal, some of it's more NIL, some of it's, the evolution of the roster over the summertime that we didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, we're excited. National media are paying attention because it's John Calipari. We'd be talking about it, but we're genuinely excited about it.
There's the difference. National media is talking about it. So it feels like that. It feels bigger because this wasn't you had a really great recruiting class with AB, Jordan, and Nick and that crew. It wasn't the same level of national attention. By the way, Moses, Devo, and that crew I think was second or third in all of the country as well. Maybe I need to go back and look at those recruiting rankings. At least top 10, top 5. Yeah. So, but the national appeal was not the same as it is now. I'll give you that.
Kind of like we used to talk about Tiger, but we didn't talk about golf. We talked about Tiger. Well, nationally they talk about John Calipari, and the Razorbacks get brought along. Mm-hmm. So enjoy it while it lasts. But, I don't want to say all eyes will be on the Bahamas starting this weekend, but there's going to be a number of eyes around the country keeping up.
I'm going to be honest. If I wasn't going out of town, I would pay for this float. And I still might for next week. It's just hard to, like, do I really want to pay $30 to watch 2 games? I don't know. Maybe my roommates will buy it so we can split the cost. But Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, that's your setup for the games in the Bahamas.
All right. So, I like the time, you went over the dates, but 6 p.m., 5 p.m., 5 p.m., Tuesday at 11. I guess we could get it and watch it, right after the show next week.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think, Friday and Saturday night, you get the day off on Sunday. So we may have us a correspondent down there. I was talking to a friend of mine who played golf with this weekend, a guy I've known for a number of years. They were planning a trip to the beach, and then this thing came out like a month ago, and they said, no, we'll just go to the Bahamas. So they're going to watch the Razorbacks going down there. Said, well, we may call you and get a fan's perspective on what's going on. So that'd be fun. So, all right, that's the opening drive today. It's brought to you by the Fence Man. 782-3936 is the number. Right now, the Fence Man's got openings for residential projects. So if you're in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, anywhere in the surrounding areas, and you need a privacy fence around your backyard, custom wrought iron installation, powered automatic gates, vinyl fencing, aluminum fencing, chain link fencing, anything for your home on the residential side, they can get this done in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So if you talk to other fence companies, people you'd rather not use, hey, I've heard Tommy and Ty talk about the Fence Man for years. Here's a chance to get it done in a couple of weeks. So things with the heat and economy and everything, things have slowed down a little bit. So they're about 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out right now, and they'll give you a $500 discount, up to a $500 discount when you call the Fence Man and tell them you heard it on the Morning Rush. 782-3936 or go to thefencemanAR.com.
So he also broke down some other players that we'll get into throughout the show this morning. Mentioned the SEC predictions. Arkansas comes 16 out of 16th. Quincy Rhodes gets named to an all-SEC team that we'll get into coming up as well. All right, let's see. There was a funny clip. Wait, just go and read that text.
Robert and Barling on the text line. So Ty would travel to another state to play golf, but won't spend $30 to watch the basketball team. That is a pretty good one right there.
Fair point, Robert. But
very fair.
When you allocate that said money, which is more than $30, you don't have. I have a tight
like $30.
I have a tight, stringent budget, and $30. Frankly,
come on, Big C, we need to put our feet up.
It's getting over this.
It's getting deep in here. I'm putting feet up.
It's getting over this, Robert. Honestly,
it is getting deep.
Honestly, that's a fair point. And honestly, I'm just going to expense.
He's traveling 2 time zones away.
It's work related.
To play golf.
And I'm going to expense it if I'm going to get this Flow Sports package. All right, Morning Rush continues. Hot Take Monday after this.
Streaming live from hitthatline.com.
This is Chuck Barrett, the voice of the Razorbacks, and you're listening to the Morning Rush.
Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
This is Matt.
This is Raleigh, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
We are the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store. We went to school here. We live here. We get what every Razorback logo means.
Plus, we're the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and almost every item that comes into our store has our stamp of approval. We want the best graphic on the best items, and that's what sets us apart.
Whether it's pennants, fan cave items, or other clothing, we take the time to get it right.
Hey, Dad, do you know what they call a pallbearer from Tulsa?
No, what?
Karaoke.
Matt, that's my job to do the dad joke.
Well, you said you were going to retire someday, so I should start practicing.
Anyway, you can stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville next to Baumwalker Stadium.
Or you can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or if you can't get to Fayetteville, you can check us out on the Googleator at shoponrazorback.com.
Dad, you actually got most of that right. How'd you do that?
Well, if you're going to do the dad joke, then I need to step up my Googleator knowledge.
There's no hope for you, is there? Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanAR.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
How about those? This is the Morning Rush.
Doe's Eat Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Doe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging, your Xerox authorized dealer in the River Valley. Xerox is more than just a brand, it's your ultimate business partner. Whether you need high-speed printers, powerful copiers, or seamless cloud solutions, Xerox has the tools to keep your business running smoothly and efficiently. And right now, for a limited time, we're offering a free Xerox color printer with the lease or purchase of many Xerox models. To learn more, call us at 783-6600 or visit us at dixiedigital.com. Dixie Digital Imaging, your partner in business success.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Are you ready for a career change? In as little as 4 weeks, you can earn your CDL right here in the River Valley. Voted best truck driving school in Arkansas, COP CDL Academy in Van Buren offers hands-on training with experienced instructors who prepare you not only for the test, but the road ahead. With multiple funding options available, getting started may be easier than you think. Your new career starts here. Call 479-632-1050 today, where real training creates real job opportunities.
Have you been thinking about new ideas for your house? Sutherland's has the answers. Whether you're dreaming of a beautiful new deck for entertaining, a privacy fence for your backyard, a brand new roof, or a luxurious Onyx walk-in shower, their professional installation team is ready to bring your vision to life. Thinking bigger? Let them help you with a complete kitchen or bathroom remodel that adds value, style, and comfort to your home. From concept to completion, Sutherland's is your one-stop destination for quality products, professional installation, and trusted service. Schedule your free consultation or stop by Sutherland's in Huntsville, Fort Smith, Hot Springs, and Stuttgart to get your project started. Sutherland's, from barns to backyard. You dream it, they'll build it.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
You know your business. I know the fans. Together, we're a championship roster. In Arkansas, loyalty is everything, and nobody connects with the Razorback faithful like our team here at ESPN Arkansas and HitThatLine.com. When you partner with us at ESPN Arkansas, you're not just buying airtime. You're gaining trusted voices that talk to your customers every single day. I'm Ty Richardson. Let's grow your business together, both on air and through digital avenues. Become a partner at ESPN Arkansas. Email ty.richardson@HitThatLine.com to start your campaign today.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Darren McFadden goes 73 yards. And Ballot has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
They are
KNSAS. This is your Hog update on the morning rush.
More than anything, it's the bad taste in their mouth, right? We talked about having a chip on their shoulder. They knew what occurred last year, right? And they understood the failures that occurred. And so they knew, hey, we've got to be different, right? We've got to probably work harder. We've got to have a bigger buy-in. We have to have a better culture, right? We've got to build better camaraderie. So if anything, the failures, just like any of us in our past, you learn from them. And they've learned from them. They said, we're not going to allow that to happen again, not on our watch. And that goes for every single person in our program, because we've all learned from our past experiences, whether it's 11-win season, a 2-win season, whatever that looks like, everybody's bought in, and that's what I'm so proud of.
Well, hopefully this team learned from their past, quote-unquote, transgressions, failures, whatever you want to call it, from last year. But the media doesn't think so. The media picked Arkansas to finish 16th out of 16 in the SEC this upcoming year. Jacob Davis did some good research. A lot of times the media's predictions do not come true, whether it's the champion, last place, or whoever else. Now we're going to find out if they're right on Arkansas this fall.
What was the research? I heard Colton talking about this on halftime, how often they've accurately predicted the last team in the conference.
I think it's so, in terms of the last team, and I don't have that, but I know they've only predicted 10 champions since 92 correctly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's well documented. That's in the SEC's notes generally at media days, the inaccuracy of the media poll. I would just like to know how often.
Who's picked last?
Colton, did you do that research? Colton was going to look that up. You were going. I heard you talking on halftime. How often the media has accurately predicted the last team in the league. All right, he's going to look. Yeah, I heard you. Well, you said on the air the other day you were going to do it. I just assumed that, like Ty, if you say something into this microphone, it's the gospel, So
he's probably doing it. He's got an hour and a half till the halftime.
Because he's got nothing else to do.
He's doing the research.
Yeah. So, I mean, the idea that they're predicted 16th, and that doesn't mean Arkansas is going to finish in the top 4 in the league, because but if they end up 12th or 13, this probably isn't a top 10 team. But they're probably not.
No.
I mean, in the league, This
Whoa,
probably
really?
no. But the idea that they're 16th, I'll take a bet on a lot of money they don't finish at the tail end of the league.
Let me ask you this. So Ryan Silverfield told us in the Arkansas media session, I believe he said this in the main media session and one of the other clips he had as well. They're not going to use last year or the predictions for motivations and everything else. Every coach goes about getting his guys ready for a particular way. I guess my question is, should he utilize this? He told us he's not going to, but is this useful? Hey, everyone thinks you suck. And the point,
I don't know.
And this isn't I was talking to Trey Biddy about this last week. There's so many, God, think about the new player. We keep referencing new players on the roster, new players on the roster, and they get told it's well, you guys are going to finish last. It's yo, we hadn't played it down for this team yet.
You're exactly right. I mean, to me, it's just lazy. Now, if you want to look at lack of SEC experience, and you won't come up with some other factors, but the overwhelming ingredient into why people think this is a bad team again this year is all about last year. Mm-hmm. It's the last thing you saw.
Got one All-SEC guy in Quincy Rhodes.
You may be right, and that's a byproduct of that as well. Mm-hmm. But because it's the last thing you saw. But again, I think with Arkansas, we're not looking at the fact that there's more than half the roster. There's all new coaches. All the things we've been talking about. What does last year have to do with this year? Mm-hmm. Particularly in the transfer portal world. We are so stuck in how we did it because you'd sign a player, and unless they wanted to sit out a year, they had to stay. And your roster didn't have the turnover. You brought in 25 new players, and they weren't going to. Only 10 of them were going to play, and that was about it. That was a more accurate way of doing it 15 years ago. But in today's college football world, it's just we're stuck in the old way of thinking that we got to get out of.
BE says we've walked around with a chip on our shoulder for so long; it's part of the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Brennan has beat Colton to the punch. 20 of the last 26 seasons. The media has correctly picked the last 8 teams since 2000 per Chat GPT. So he is relying on Chat GPT for that one. 20 of the last 26 seasons.
What if there was a tie for last?
Hopefully Arkansas's not even tied for last.
Yep.
Cajun wants to know why Will Stein in Kentucky, who's never been a head coach, is considered a better team than Arkansas and Ryan Silverfield.
Because
since
they didn't.
Ryan is more accomplished.
That is crazy to me.
Because they didn't get killed by Notre Dame on national TV. They didn't get their pants pulled down by Notre Dame the way they did. They didn't go through all the things Arkansas went through last year. Arkansas is easy to pick on for the national media, for the in-state media. It's easy. It's low-hanging fruit. You got to play your way out of that.
And he wants to know why I'm laughing when you said Arkansas is not a top 10 team. This team.
I was talking about in the SEC.
Yeah, this team has not played a single down, and they could come out red hot. I just wish people would give them a chance and saying that I'm not saying we'll win more than 2 games, but they deserve a chance. I'm giving them a chance. I just like to.
No, you don't. You like you said, anytime you bring up 5 wins, you laugh. And you may be right at the end.
Hold on. I laughed at the idea of them being a top 10 team. I just think it's a bridge too far to think they're going to win 3 more games.
Well, how many do you have to win in the SEC to be the 10th place team or 11th place team or 9th place team in the league?
Of the idea that top 10 overall, not top 10 in the SEC.
I'm talking about in the SEC.
Probably 3 or 4.
That's what I'm talking about.
4 and 5 or 3 and 6.
All right, that's our hog update this morning. Brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas. When the workday's done, that's when the good stuff begins, whether it's fishing, off-roading, or just enjoying the great outdoors. Farm Credit of Western Arkansas can help make it happen for you. Visit myaglender.com or drop by any one of Farm Credit of Western Arkansas's 25 locations today and start making the most of your time off.
All right, Morning Rush Daily Question when we come back. Plus, there was a funny Texas clip we got to play coming up.
ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio.
I put him at 5 and put 4 guys around him, and he went to work.
Left side, Brazil, ball fake, and a one-hand throwdown.
You're listening to the Morning Rush.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
This is Matt.
This is Raleigh, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
We are the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store. We went to school here. We live here. We get what every Razorback logo means.
Plus, we're the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and almost every item that comes into our store has our stamp of approval. We want the best graphic on the best item, and that's what sets us apart.
Whether it's pennants, fan cave items, or other clothing, we take the time to get it right.
Hey, Dad, do you know what they call a pallbearer from Tulsa?
No, what?
Karaoke.
Matt, that's my job to do the dad joke.
Well, you said you were going to retire someday, so I should start practicing.
Anyway, you can stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville next to Baumwalker Stadium.
Or you can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or if you can't get to Fayetteville, you can check us out on the Googleator at shoponrazorback.com.
Dad, you actually got most of that right. How'd you do that?
Well, if you're going to do the dad joke, then I need to step up my Googleator knowledge.
There's no hope for you, is there? Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Well, first of all, I like the coach that they've got over there, Trino.
This is the Morning Rush.
Passionate about sports? If yes, let's take that passion and put it to work growing your business. I'm Rita Newton with ESPN Arkansas, and I help people like you that own businesses connect them with our avid and loyal sports listeners through the power of radio with sharing your words, plus offering digital solutions. Whether you need more customers or more traffic on your website, I am your girl. So email me at rita.newton@hitthatline.com or call me at 479-353-1242. One email or one call away to working on a business plan to help you grow your business.
What could you do with $10,000? Well, now's as good a time as any to find out. It's time for our very first Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources. Just visit us at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith and enter to win $10,000. While you're here, check out any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. It's the Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete rules.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Back to school season is here, and great internet is essential for today's students. Wave Rural Connect can help with affordable, reliable fiber internet and strong Wi-Fi for homework, streaming, and multiple devices all at once. Get our connected home plan for just $56.95 a month. If you need more speed for a current plan, call us to upgrade. Wave Rural Connect, fast fiber internet, friendly customer service from a local provider. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372.
Hi, this is Grant Holman, owner of 479 Equipment Company off I-49 exit 65 in Fayetteville. We're the Northwest Arkansas Bad Boy mowers that are built right here in Arkansas. We're not just here to sell you a machine, we're building our reputation here 1 acre at a time. Find the toughest new Bad Boy mowers on the market and a service department that actually answers the phone. Big jobs or small plots, don't settle for good enough. Get the service you deserve and the mower you can trust. 479 Equipment and Bad Boy mowers off I-49 exit 65 in Fayetteville.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with a CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at CarpathSocial.com.
40 days and 40 nights till Arkansas football returns. Are you more excited about the return of college football or the return of Arkansas Razorback football? That is the Morning Rush Daily Question, and it is brought to you by CartPath Social.
That's a good one. This is the best one you've had in a while.
So the other ones have sucked.
No,
is that what you're saying?
No, this is
Oh, this one stands out above all the other great questions.
This one stands out.
Dare I say elite?
I think I'd still give the edge to Arkansas football, but it's slipping. Like, it used to just be about Arkansas football year in, year out for me, and getting to that day one in Razorback Stadium or wherever they would start on the road that season. That gap has shrunk year by year, but I still think it holds an edge. So I'm going to say Razorback football.
I agree. I mean, I have lost a little bit of my overall passion for SEC football, for college football as a whole, just because of maybe it's just me being an old guy. But the fact that we've entered this world we're in where it's all about money, it's all about NIL. Now, I'm not opposed to players getting paid, but I think we'd all agree we've just went beyond reasonable to just straight ridiculous in the way this thing is run. And it's not necessarily about the amounts of money. I've lost a little bit of my overall passion for college football. And people come back and say, well, TV ratings don't agree with that. Well, you may be right, and I think the way we measure because of the streaming TV probably upholds some of that argument. But the guys my age, guys older than me, a lot of them feel the same way. So I think it is Razorback football for us. It's our team. It's the stadium we go to. It's the traditions we hold. There's not a opening game we're really excited about, but I don't know anyone that's going to miss that North Alabama game just simply because they know that's going to be it's the single best chance to win a game in your stadium this year. Is when you play North Alabama. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about seeing Silverfield. And can this team come out and be a ball-controlling, ball-security team that doesn't have a ton of self-inflicted mistakes? Because if you eliminate a lot of that, I think you can have a noticeably better season than a year ago. So I'm excited about seeing what our new coach can do. So I'm excited more for Razorback football than college football as a whole.
Go ahead, Big C.
Yeah, I'll get on board with that. Just the newness of a new coaching staff, a totally new roster. I think the quarterback position is a position that people may not be 100% sold on yet, but I think as the season progresses, you'll see KJ kind of grow into that role a little bit. But really, the quarterback position is the important position on the field, and the fact that KJ is kind of unproven, I think, is why a lot of people have concerns, I think, about this team.
Wookie texting in, much more ready for football in general. Razorback football is like rooting for the animals in the Sarah McLachlan ads. You know who that is?
I can't read it, but the who?
Sarah
McLachlan?
McLachlan ads.
Okay. It runs off my screen. I can't see all the text.
Is that the In the Arms of an Angel? Or what ads are those?
I don't know the reference.
Yes.
Is that what that is? Okay, thank you, Colton. Let's see. Jamie asking, can this team go to Utah and pull out a road win? Can they compete in the fourth quarter? Can this team win at home? It would be nice to see some home wins.
But I've heard others say the season's over if you lose at Utah.
No.
And I don't understand that way of thinking.
That is the dumbest thing when it comes to this football team. You're playing one of the better quarterbacks in college football at 8:15 local time, 9:15 Central, in an atmosphere in a stadium that, while it's not the likes of Death Valley or Ben Hill Griffin, but they don't lose a lot of games there. Yes, there's a new coach. Yes, they've got an offensive line.
They're going to be disciplined.
But they're like, I have no reason to believe that they're going to win that football game.
But it is two programs with new head coaches.
Yes.
So I think there's a lot of things that are possible there.
Again, under the guise of what you said, the season's over if they don't
Well,
win.
I didn't.
What you said,
I didn't say that.
What was told to you?
Well, I've heard it on these airwaves.
From who?
Well, some of your coworkers that think the season might be over if you lose that game. I just don't think you can define the season. So if you win that game, what does that mean?
Your entire perspective changes. The season changes if you win the
It
Utah
doesn't mean
game.
you're going to beat Georgia the next week.
But you're telling me if they go to Utah week 2 and win in Salt Lake City in that night game, you don't think entirely differently about the football season?
I will.
Everyone will.
I will think 5 wins is possible.
I would think beyond that.
Okay.
I think if they somehow, some way pull it out, it was the exact same thought going to Oxford last year.
I'll check in with you 8 days following that. I hope you're right. We go 2-0. I'm not going to throw the season out if they're 1-1.
No.
But Georgia's going to bring you back down to reality. They're one of the best football teams in the country.
Regardless if
regardless
you
of what happens.
win or lose in Salt Lake City, yeah.
Dude, if we're 2-2 after 4 games, man, to me, right on pace to have a season that I think exceeds most people's expectations.
Dustin in Cedarville, we all know college football is different with being the money thrown around. However, at the end of the day, it's still the greatest sport on the face of the earth. Yes, I'm nervous and excited to see who the Razorbacks are this year, but it's football season, bro. I'm ready for all of it. All right, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. Number 1 place for indoor golf in all of Arkansas. One of the guys I'm playing golf with this week is Christian Olson, Cart Pass Social. Great guy, Rogers boy, just like his owner Nate Garhan, another Rogers guy. Both went to the U of A with me and both love golf. Play one over 1,000 different golf courses at Cart Pass Social. Summer league still going on. Summer memberships going through September. You can play unlimited golf starting at just $200 a month. That's cartpasssocial.com. 122 Grant Place in Lowell. It is always BYOB at Cart Pass Social.
I'm a little jealous of you this week.
Yeah, it's
traveling out of state, getting to play some golf out west.
It's gonna be a fun
It'll be cooler.
Weekend. Yeah.
Can we say where you're going, or are you worried about the paparazzi?
I don't care.
Going to Idaho to play golf.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of that course? Coeur d'Alene?
Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene?
Coeur d'Alene Resort. It's the
Sounds
island.
fabulous.
It's the island green. The island green. Very cool. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
Hopefully it's worth the the investment and the trip. We'll see. I'll let you know on Monday. But I don't know.
So do you have to play well for it to be worth the investment, or just have a good time?
No, have a good time. I'm
All
with 7 of my friends. It'll be rare is it that I play particularly well on the road. I'm a home team.
Oh, it's an 8-man trip, huh?
Mhm.
Oh, that'll be fun.
They're split up between a group from Nashville and a group from
You'll have a hot tub.
No hot tub. We're staying at the
We
resort.
have heard about you and 6 other guys in a hot tub before.
Yeah,
So
the St. Louis weekend.
hoping not to hear about that again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing the resort has a hot tub and a pool, but I doubt we'll all get in there after, because I don't want to have to say that.
Pool's
story.
one thing. 8 guys in a hot tub together is you need an intervention.
I was the first one in. I don't know why everyone else climbed in too. You think there would be a threshold in their minds? There wasn't. I think the alcohol had something to do with that. Have you heard this?
Ty,
clip?
always quick to blame others.
I tell it like it is.
Yeah.
Have you heard this clip of, like, when you hear the term goosebumps? I'm not talking about the old
like chills.
Yeah, chills, like walking into a stadium. You always talk about running
The
through
hair on the back of your neck
Yes.
standing up.
They ask all these players at SEC media days about the goosebumps that they'll feel playing in front of their home fans this fall.
Everybody's yelling pig suey. There's thousands of cowbells going off and on, off and on. Bevo's ready to run on the field. There's 110,000 crazed Aggie fans screaming, shouting. You still get goosebumps?
Oh, most definitely. Oh, yeah, for sure. Every single time. Every time. Yes, I do. Every time. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Okay, so that was a collective of LSU players, Quincy Rhodes, other players within the conference. Then the Texas kid gets asked that question.
You still get goosebumps?
And DKR? No.
Yeah, because there's no, I mean, there's no energy unless they're winning. But
What does Clay always call it? The gathering of 1,000 wine connoisseurs. He says something of that ilk. Like it's like the largest gathering of the. He said it on these airwaves before, but I can't.
You still get goosebumps?
And DKR? No.
What
See, I still get goosebumps when the blockade marches south to north for the Hogs to run out on the field. That's still nostalgic and special to me. May not mean a thing to anyone else in that stadium, but I love that moment on game day. That 30 seconds or whatever when they turn and start marching north. I mean, I don't know what it is about that moment, but I love it. So, I mean, there's not much else in Arkansas's tradition for me that gives me goosebumps. I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
The pageantry of college.
Well, and you don't see that. You don't go to a Dallas Cowboys game and see something like that.
No.
You don't go to an NFL game. You don't. I mean, college foot. Even in, I love it when John George gets the Bud Walton Arena amped up with the deal, but they have taken that to a level now with the pyrotechnics. That may be for you, but to me, they've went over the top with how they do it at Bud Walton now.
Fire and stuff.
Oh, it's just too much. But man, the simplicity and the tradition of that. I mean, for me, that's my moment on game day.
What do you think the lights will add to the stadium? For those that missed it, they're adding, upgrading the lighting system for Razorback Stadium this fall with the LED and the lasers.
I don't know yet because we've not experienced it at Arkansas. When they march out on the field and all that for a night game late in the year when it's dark already, you got to remember there's only about 2 or 3 opportunities a year at the start of the game you're going to have a chance to use that.
Let me ask you this. The Tulsa game is the first night game on schedule this fall.
But it's not going to be dark at kickoff.
At 7, do you hold off and not utilize it the majority of that game and wait and hope that you get one of these flex times? You just go and do it? Okay.
In fact, I think what they should do is host a night and invite the fans in for free
That's a good idea.
on a Thursday or a Friday night and put on a laser light show, pep rally deal, and maybe they have something like that planned.
That's
I don't know, but
well,
that's
they will now because they heard it and they're
well,
going to poach it.
Hey, Hunter, here's my idea. You should have a fan night, open the concession stand, sell dollar hot dogs, cheap beer, get Coke to get involved, dollar Coke, get people out and put on a laser light show for
Play
them.
a high school game. And use it there.
No, you don't want to do it for the first time for
a high school game
for another team.
I think you're
But
right.
I think you have a night
You do
prior to the season. That way you can test it out because we are known for things going wrong on game day.
Do you do it before the Georgia game?
No, you do it before you do it.
Or North Alabama.
You do it before your first home game. Yeah.
Okay. So
you
don't
do it
wait.
at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night or something. It's not going to be 20,000 people there, but you give people a chance to come see it. It gives you a chance to practice it.
Jordan says, absolutely fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Because they always light up the stadium to begin with on Friday nights at home games. So why not just add on to that? And then,
Yeah.
like you said, welcome people in to
come see
the
it.
Big Reds.
Bring your kids. Yeah, why not? Open up Red's rooftop bar. Let people come check out their seats.
I can't wait to get that email in a couple weeks about this idea.
At 11:05 today.
It's peak grilling season, and nothing hits the flame quite like beef. From hearty steaks to crowd-pleasing burgers, the rich flavor and perfect sizzle make every cookout worth gathering for. So fire up the grill, bring on the heat, and serve the taste that defines summer. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers. Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
This is Matt.
This is Raleigh, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
We are the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store. We went to school here. We live here. We get what every Razorback logo means.
Plus, we're the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and almost every item that comes into our store has our stamp of approval. We want the best graphic on the best items, and that's what sets us apart.
Whether it's pennants, fan cave items, or other clothing, we take the time to get it right.
Hey, Dad, do you know what they call a pallbearer from Tulsa?
No, what?
Karaoke.
Matt, that's my job to do the dad joke.
Well, you said you were going to retire someday, so I should start practicing.
Anyway, you can stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville next to Baum Walker Stadium.
Or you can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or if you can't get to Fayetteville, you can check us out on the Googleator at shoponrazorback.com.
Dad, you actually got most of that right. How'd you do that?
Well, if you're going to do the dad joke, then I need to step up my Googleator knowledge.
There's no hope for you, is there? Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
This is The Morning Rush.
What could you do with $10,000? Well, now's as good a time as any to find out. It's time for our very first Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources. Just visit us at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith and enter to win $10,000. While you're here, check out any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. It's the Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete rules.
At Hardee's, we don't love bragging about the size of our original bag, but we do love bringing you the juicy charbroiled double cheeseburger, melty hot ham and cheese sandwich, crispy ham-breaded chicken tender wrap, or spicy chicken sandwich. All full-size choices, all faves. Plus, get fries and a drink, and all starting at just $5.99. When it comes to value, bigger is better. The original bag starting at just $5.99, only at Hardee's. Price may vary. Available for a limited time at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Not valid with any other offer, discount, or combo.
When you choose a pool, you're choosing how your family will spend time together. That's why families have trusted Burton Pools and Spas since 1978. We've grown from one truck in a garage to 5 locations and more than 30 service trucks, building over 12,000 pools. From above ground to in-ground pools, we help you choose what fits your family, your space, and your life. And long after the first swim, we're still here with service, maintenance, and water care. Burton Pools and Spas. Water for a better life.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging. The future of office printing is here with Xerox's Connect Key technology and cloud connectivity. Xerox offers seamless integration, top-notch security, and unmatched efficiency to help your business stay ahead. Don't miss out. Call us today at 783-6600 and ask about our special offer for a free Xerox color printer with many Xerox models. Dixie Digital Imaging, leading the way in office technology.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hot link, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Summer is here and adventure is calling. Visit Southern Tire Mart for a new set of Yokohama tires to get your vehicle ready for summer travels. Southern Tire Mart is your trusted partner for top quality tires, professional services, and competitive pricing. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let Southern Tire Mart ensure your vehicle is ready for the open road. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, lots of sunshine. Our high temperatures this afternoon into the upper 90s to near 100 with the heat index right around 105 to 110. Clear skies, upper 70s overnight. Tuesday, sunny skies, a high right around 100. Wednesday, a slight chance of a shower or storm. Our high temperatures on Wednesday, low 90s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
This weather information is brought to you by The Solid Rock, your source for inspirational gifts, home decor, women's boutique items, personalized Bibles, and more.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 40 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light.
Can't drink all day unless you start early.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with an ice-cold Bud Light.
Literally just watched Get Up ESPN, and it had me good and pissed off. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm a little bit bothered by this aura thing, this swag thing, this confident thing that's rolling around with Ryan Silverfield and kind of getting thrown in his face, man. Look, we don't need a bunch of swag, man. We don't need a bunch of aura. We need a ball coach. And ultimately, you know, I love what he said in the SEC media days. I mean, we need a guy that is more about accountability and playing hard. I know those are usually coach speak, but if you watched Arkansas over the last handful of years, man, discipline was a major problem. Playing hard, particularly on the defensive side of the football, was a major problem. Chemistry was a major problem. And if you just look at all that stuff that most people chalk up to coach speak, and when he says it, most people go, oh, we've heard this before. He's not a dynamic speaker. Now, who gives a damn, right? I mean, at this point, we need a guy that'll go in there and put his foot down and do the simple things well. I, for one, loved what he said, and I don't give a damn that he doesn't have much aura.
I think we've had so much change in the program over the last decade or more that stability is always something you're searching for. It's hard to build a program when new coaches come in. They don't know the past players. They don't know the alumni. They don't have relations. And I think that's what the hire of Ryan Silverfield, at least that from my perspective, is being relayed. We've got to build a camaraderie of past players. We've got to build a camaraderie of alumni. Feel like they're heard, feel like they're supported. And, you know, one of the things when Coach Silverfield got the job, he reached out to me immediately.
Live from the Bud Light Studios. Produced by Christian Johnston.
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is The Morning Rush.
Bryce's 20 years of The Morning Rush this past Friday. You heard from a couple former co-hosts, and Clint Sterner and Tyler Wilson talking about the new football coach here at Arkansas, which we got a chance to hear from a handful of times last week, talking about his upcoming team, his upcoming program that's 40 days out for playing their first game this fall.
Yeah, 40 days, 40 nights till we tee it off for real. North Alabama. It's hard to believe that the summer is flying by as quick as it is, but we are down 6 weeks this past Saturday, 5 this coming Saturday to the first football game at the soon-to-be Community America Bank Stadium. Did I get that right? You know, we've kind of it's amazing how quickly we forget after the announcement.
Well,
but,
they put Razorback Stadium.
It's just Razorback Stadium this year.
Community America Credit Union is what they call it.
I think it's
Razorback
I think
Stadium.
it's just going by Community America.
Community America Razorback Stadium. It's not officially that this year, but yeah, it's coming with laser lights and the whole deal. 40 days from now. Hey, we're brought to you by WT Equipment. We love to support American-made products, or at least I do. I think you're probably the same way out there. And that's what you can do right now at WT Equipment with Hustler Turf Mowers. If you're a commercial landscaper or simply want professional-grade equipment, don't miss the Hustler Pro Series sales event. Right now, you can get the best pricing of the year on qualifying American-built Hustler zero-turn mowers. So whether you're replacing one mower or you're adding to your fleet, right now is the time to save. This event ends. The Hustler Pro Sales Series event ends at the end of the month. So you got this week. So stop by your nearest WT Equipment location. They're in Springdale, Rogers, Berryville, or Searcy, and learn more online at WTEquip.com. That's WTEquip.com.
All right, we're going to talk to Aylee Weiss, Pig Trail Nation, in just a sec. Any other major takeaways from SEC Media Days that maybe you talked about this weekend from either Ryan Silverfield, the coaches? They just announced the order of finish and the players selected this past week. Anything else stand out before we go to her?
Lane Kiffin, the way he was shifty up there. He was asked about, when do we get to a point where we're more transparent about the process of how much is your roster? He wouldn't answer the question. Don't blame him for not answering. But the way he shifted, the camera kept having to move to keep him in frame because he was wandering around. You could tell he was so uncomfortable. That stood out to me. The way Lane Kiffin was so had the body language of a very uncomfortable man trying to answer that question.
Our buddy SEC Mike was rattling off all these different accomplishments he had in Oxford, and then was like, so do you think it would have been easier if it and then he laid out what he said in the Vanity Fair article, and he was like, man, you were saying all these good things. I knew something was about to
The
drop.
bait was in the water, but boy, is that a misread on his body?
No,
he looked so uncomfortable.
What did you think about Silverfield's presence on the podium?
Steady. I didn't think he stole the show. I didn't think he hurt himself either.
I think
he was very steady.
I think that's a good way to put it. Let's ask Aylee. Aylee, what do you think about Coach Silverfield, not only Thursday in the main media, but just overall getting a chance to chat with him last week?
I think that he went in and he kind of knew that he would have to win everybody over, right? This is the first time he is presenting himself to the national media. We've gotten to talk to him a couple times, but this is the first time on a big stage like that, regardless of whether it's just Arkansas media or national media. You're at SEC Media Days. I thought that he did a really good job. I honestly do feel like for the most part, he did win over most of Razorback fans. I have been talking with a couple of fans or just people in the community, and that some of them don't like the whole aura thing. They thought it was stupid. The comment about the hot wife, they didn't like that, but then others did, and that showed some of his personality. So you're not going to win everyone over, but I do think that he did a pretty good job, kind of like you guys just said. Didn't steal the show, but didn't shoot himself in the foot in any way either.
Aylee, Tommy and I were talking about this earlier. There are some people, some fans that would rather be proven right about them having a bad season or an underwhelming season than them outperforming what expectations. The expectation, at least from the media perspective, is that Arkansas is going to finish dead last. Have you gotten a sense that same thing, that some fans are just, they'd rather be right than actually this team be better than what they expect this fall?
Yeah, and you and I kind of talked about this last week at Media Days of these fans are just so tired of constantly losing and being let down that it's like, well, now I'd rather set my expectations low and then eventually have them exceeded rather than keep being disappointed year after year after year.
What's the number one thing Ryan Silverfield and his coordinators have to fix right away? What do they need to go into the first game in 40 days with this one problem solved?
The defense. The easiest question I'm probably going to get asked all day. The defense. It was horrendous last season. They got run all over. There were way too many blown coverages, just so many holes. I don't even think you can pinpoint really one part of the defense that needs to be fixed. It's really the whole thing. And I'm hoping for Arkansas's sake that Ron Roberts is the guy who's going to help turn that around. The defense just has to improve. If the overall record doesn't, the defense does.
See, for me, and hard to disagree, it's an opinion. I think ball security, turnover margin. They were so bad at turning the ball over last year. And just self-inflicted wounds with the penalties. Man, if you can control the controllables and just hang on to the football, I think you pick up 2 or 3 more wins just being much better in that category.
Yeah, I love that you brought that up too, because I was talking with Sutton Smith and he was saying like that's I was watching team goals and personal goals, and one of his personal goals was ball security. And I was like, Arkansas is gonna love that. Like, yes.
Yeah.
You mentioned Sutton Smith. We're talking with Aylee Weiss, Pig Trail Nation. So Sutton's been given the number 5. We know how important that is for Razorback Nation, being that Darren McFadden donned it back in the day. And I know that we got a chance to kind of hear him discuss Darren watching film and just how good of how important is it for him to just have a good year, being that he's now sporting Darren's number this fall?
I mean, I think it's important for him to have a good year regardless, but then you kind of put that extra weight on yourself, and some players are going to crumble under that extra pressure and some of them are going to exceed. And I don't know, guys, I haven't had a ton of conversations with Sutton, but I just feel like he's one of those guys that's just going to completely excel and going to take that and wear that with almost an extra kind of chip on his shoulder of like, okay, this isn't just for me, this is also for Darren.
He also talked about like just the transition from Memphis Group of 5 football to the SEC. He's not the biggest back in any stretch. What do you think that looks like in an offseason, especially at the running back where it's pretty physical, down in, down out?
I mean, well, one, you just got to get used to taking harder blows, like play after play after play. You're not really going to be getting a break, whereas you may have gotten a couple when you're playing at Memphis in the American Conference. And so I think for him, it's getting used to that and the harder hits, but also just putting on the weight so that you can sustain that. And then again, working on that ball security. You're going to get hit harder. You're going to be running faster, kind of shedding the weight that you don't want and then putting it back on in muscle form. So yeah, just kind of leveling everything out. So I guess to wrap it all in a bow, adding more muscle, ball security, and then just, being able to take those harder blows.
Aylee Weiss, Pig Trail Nation, with us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. We've talked for the last hour and 10 minutes about Arkansas being picked 16th by the media. Do you think this is the least talented roster in the SEC? Does the talent level match the prediction, or is there something we're not connecting here? Where do you think Arkansas really stands from a talent perspective?
I don't know if I would put them dead last. I think that's kind of brutal, but it's also hard because you have almost 80 transfers coming in on this team. Like, it's kind of hard to put a lot of faith, especially if you're the media, like rightfully so. It's kind of hard to put a lot of faith into a team with a ton of guys who haven't even played in this conference yet. I think the media would have gotten a lot more heat if they had put Arkansas higher, even if they do think that they're a more talented team than last in the SEC. So I wouldn't put them dead last. I don't know how much higher up I'd put them, maybe 15th, maybe 14th. But a lot of it does depend on, one, who's your starting quarterback, because we still don't know that. Two, how's the defense looking? These are all questions that need to get answered in fall camp as well. And then, obviously that first game as well. It's gonna take more for me than to just hear Silverfield and the players talking about it preseason and media days. I need to see something on the field.
Yeah. Aylee, let's switch gears. Get to watch a little bit of basketball practice today. Team is going to take off for the Bahamas. I'm excited about this team, and it's our first look at this new roster with John Calipari. Yeah. What are you expecting to see later this afternoon when we get to take a peek inside for a few minutes of Razorback basketball practice?
I want to see how they're all gelling together. It's a lot of new faces, a lot of young talent, and this isn't a concern yet because I do think that John Calipari does a tremendous job with keeping everybody kind of in their place, and every player knows their role. That was something that Acuff and Thomas talked about a lot last season. But with all of these 5-star, 4-star incoming freshmen or transfers, whatever, you're going to have a lot of cooks in the kitchen. So I'm just interested to see how they all kind of share the ball. And this is even a question mark that I have kind of going off track a little bit here, but with Philly now, with LeBron in town, now you have LeBron, you have Embiid, you have Maxey, and you have Jaylen Brown. That's a lot of guys that all are going to want the ball. So same kind of idea with Arkansas this year of there's going to be a lot of young talent who are expecting to get a lot of minutes. So it's how are they all going to truly have that team mentality? So we'll hopefully, I know that's a big question, but we'll hopefully get a little taste of that today at practice.
Are you paying the $30 for Flow Sports this week? I was chastised and ripped earlier for at least speculating on not playing it.
I do think that Pig Trail, we are going to splurge so that we can share the coverage in those games, but we're not too happy about it.
Okay. Aylee, Tommy, did you see we just got the email for the SEC schedule for Arkansas? The Razorbacks, notable games that you'll play this upcoming season at Tennessee on January the 16th, at Alabama February the 13th. You get Auburn either Tuesday or Wednesday night. The Kentucky game is February the 20th in Rupp. To close out the season, big stretch here. Florida at home on the 27th. LSU.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah, that'll be the toughest game they play all year, at least in conference.
Yeah.
LSU, which is that Tuesday or Wednesday, and then March 6th, before you go to Nashville, you will host the Oklahoma Sooners that Saturday. So that's the setup for them this fall. Florida, is that what is the game maybe you're circling on the schedule for this team outside of obviously what we got ahead for us in the Bahamas?
I mean, I honestly would probably say that Florida game at Tennessee that early in the season, though, is definitely going to be hard. But that Florida, I think you get a little bit of a break playing LSU midweek. That team is a disaster right now. And then Oklahoma coming to town. That's going to be those last two home games are going to be a really good test for them right before the tournament.
Last year, you finished on the road at Missouri, won that game before you head to Nashville. This year, you get to finish at home before you head to Bridgestone Arena. Aylee Weiss, Pig Trail Nation. You can catch her every single week on KNWA. Aylee, really appreciate the time this morning.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right. Aylee and all of our guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Brought to you by the Brad Hendricks Law Firm. They're pure Arkansas. Brad Hendricks and their team, they're all over our state. They live here, they work here, and they know the court system in Arkansas, and they can help you a lot more than these out-of-state lawyers who advertise in our state heavily but don't have any real presence or connections in our state. Offices statewide for Brad and his team. Personal injury law from car wrecks, big truck wrecks, they can handle that. They also take care of people for bankruptcy, medical malpractice, and Social Security claims as well. They bring tradition, reputation, and results with the Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Call them at 501-910-1010, 501-910-1010 for the Brad Hendricks Law Firm.
All right, I figured out why Lane Kiffin was fidgety and kind of shaking a little bit to your initial point about SEC Media Days.
Nerves?
No, he's off social media.
Oh,
so many people,
jonesing?
Yeah, so many people use that as the crutch, and he's off it for now. So he's adjusting. He's going cold turkey. I don't know what the time period on that is, but that's probably why he was so fidgety.
Well, I hope that's the issue. He was well dressed. He looked the part. He looked like a movie star up there.
Mm.
Good-looking man behind the microphone, but just body language all over the place. Looked terrible.
All right, so we mentioned some of the games of Arkansas's upcoming SEC schedule that was just announced. They opened the season at home against Missouri, which is Saturday, January the 2nd. So when you come back after winter break, that's who you get first. Then you go to South Carolina, and you get Alabama at home. So these are I'll list off the Saturday games first. Missouri at home, Alabama at home. You go on the road to Tennessee. That's going to be a tough environment in Knoxville. Texas is a Saturday game in Austin. Mississippi State at home. Vanderbilt, Saturday game. Alabama on the road, Saturday game. Unfortunately, Kentucky, you knew this was going to happen. Saturday game in Rupp. Florida's a Saturday game at home, and then Oklahoma is a Saturday game at home as well.
Saturday home games are the big winners. Who you get to play on Saturday, like you said, you already pointed out a couple where you're traveling. They try to balance that out, but are your tougher opponents at home on a Saturday? How many road games? And I don't think we have times yet, right? Just dates.
I think it's just dates, yeah.
How many weekday 8 p.m. games do we have? That's the other thing I'm always interested in. You know, how many Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock are you playing?
Tip-off times at a later date.
Followed by a Saturday game, that might be an early game. We've talked about this in football with a turnaround from the Utah to the Georgia game. I think as you get later in the year, that becomes even more profound in basketball. Mm-hmm. So Once we get times to go along with this, you can really kind of analyze the schedule. But, you want your more difficult opponents in your home arena at any time on a Saturday is your preference.
Yeah, and there's some big-time games. The SEC, while it didn't win the national championship like it did the year before, still had a really strong conference. Was it number one? I think there's a debate with the Big 12. This past season, 2 years ago, is undoubtedly the number one conference in college basketball. But from a net ranking standpoint, there are numerous opportunities for Arkansas, like there is a non-conference play with what Cal has scheduled, to give you a high seed for this upcoming season. Hopefully, knock on wood, they'll be playing in Fort Worth, Texas, for the first round of the NCAA tournament this time in March.
Well, it means they've kept you close. You probably have a 1 or a 2 seed somewhere, in that range. That would be what you're talking about there, to be kept in your own backyard. Huge alumni base there, but I think we put too much thought into that with what the committee actually considers miles from campus. So that would be great to have that kind of year. My one pushback, my one concern is just age and maturity.
Yeah, 18.7.
The 18.7 years is your average player. The physical development of these guys, can they match up with 22-year-olds who just got 3 or 4 more years of growth? Physical growth.
When you go to practice today, Big C, make sure you ask the players how strong they are. It's like, do you think you can stack up against some of the other guys?
What you want him to ask them what they bench?
Yeah, what do you bench, bro?
Oh my God,
what
man.
do you bench, bro?
Don't do
How
that,
much?
Big C.
I'm kidding. There's
He's
sarcasm.
setting you up.
There's sarcasm. I hope you can pick that up. You just hear Christian Johnson, ESB Arkansas, the
Listen,
Morning Rush.
You
How
leave
much
the
can you
sarcasm
bench?
to me, young man. That's my field of expertise.
How much can you bench?
Yeah, how strong are you? I'll hang up and
How
listen.
big old boy are you?
There you go. How big an old boy are you? I'm going to open. Can they open up a can on somebody this year? That's what we need to know.
Are you going to set your timer and your calendar for 6 p.m. this Friday night when I almost said the United States, when Arkansas takes on the Bahamas at 6 o'clock on Flow Sports?
I'm highly considering spending the $30 to watch a couple of games. Yeah.
Wow.
Am I going to set an alarm to that? No, I may set my evening plans around it.
Okay.
It would be worth it to me to just, be able to, for us to have a little more educated conversation. I don't know anything about Flow Sports, never had an account there. Can you go back and watch these events on demand? Like if Laura decides to take me out to a romantic dinner Friday night, can I come back later and watch that game?
That's a question. I've never purchased anything from Flow Sports. I guarantee you someone listening right now that could send in on the Loose Automotive Group hotline could
If
let
those
us know.
events are on demand and available, I'm definitely in for the $30.
Okay. You can break it down, the 2 games, Monday. Puts out highlights on social media.
Oh,
You're going to have to be the one that
But
breaks
can
it
you
down.
really break something down on a highlight?
What I'm saying is you're going to be half the one that breaks it down if you watch it
I'm
this
taking
weekend,
vacation.
because I will
I'm going out of state to play golf or something. I'm trying to be like you, But I'm worried about the $30. I'm traveling 2 time zones away to play golf, but $30 might be a bit too much.
Maybe you missed it earlier, but when you allocate money around, you have a threshold in a budget that you can't exceed.
$30 is going to break the budget.
There's a lot of savings that goes into my life.
I'll tell you what, have 4 less drinks. You can have 4 fewer drinks on your trip.
That's not going to happen.
And those are cheap
4?
drinks. Yeah, that's $8 a piece.
That seems cheap. I don't know what kind of
2 less drinks.
price demographics we're walking into in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I don't know if it's cheap, expensive. I just know it's not hot. It's what it currently is at Arkansas right now.
40 days from college football. If you haven't downloaded the Bet Saracen app, you need to do that. The Hall of Fame game is coming up, so we'll have some NFL for you to look at in a matter of days as NFL's underway. Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer. I'm just scrolling through the page. And, of course, the WNBA, all there on the Bet Saracen app. It's the only Arkansas-owned, Arkansas-operated sports app in our state. That's the Bet Saracen app. Download it now.
JT says, yes, you can go back and even watch our Arlington games on baseball.
All right, I'm in.
Jordan says definitely going to spend the $30 to watch them. There's nothing else to watch.
100%.
Right now. So
I don't know that I'm going to plan my 6 o'clock around it, but if that's the case, I can go back and watch afterwards.
You're in.
In.
Say less. Put it all on the table. All in. Ryan Silverfield. All in. All right, we got our SEC update. When we come back, we'll get into the order of predicted finish coming up. It's Ed Ogeron's birthday today, plus an Auburn and an Alabama story to get into as well. The Morning Rush continues on this Hot Take Monday.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with. I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for. Only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com. RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason, to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for circuit judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you in everyday matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights, because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
A dream come true. How about that par? How about this young man?
I just love this game. I love golf. It's everything I do. I have a tough time getting away from it, but like I said, it's been love at first sight, and just want to say thanks to my parents for helping me get into this and supporting me throughout the entire journey.
Is it fair to say this is just the beginning?
Yes, ma'am.
How about the 3-time SEC Player of the Year, 21 years old, 2 national championships with the Auburn Tigers in 3 years, and gets it done this weekend? Jackson, when you said
Coyven.
Jackson Coyven.
I didn't get to watch and listen to a lot of this, but he's not a very big guy. Did you see his swing? I mean, the way he pushes down in the ground, gets a lot of he's a little bitty guy, but winds up on it and hits it a mile.
300-plus yards.
Ooh, well, I mean, that 300-plus is everybody out there, but, I mean, he's, he can wind up on it. So, impressive. I thought 2 things I took away from that. Tiger Woods would have tracked down whoever it was in that spot. So that tells you Scotty Scheffler is not Tiger Woods. And the fact that this kid didn't fold up when the world's number 1 was on his heels on a Sunday. I thought that was 2 very interesting takes that I had, at least, from watching a little bit of golf yesterday.
So that's the Auburn story from the weekend. The Alabama story from the weekend is Aaron Suttles, the content director for Yay Alabama NIL Group, was arrested along with 15 others as a part of a human trafficking sting. According to the local station 12 WPS PA, Suttles was charged with soliciting prostitution and claimed he paid $100 to engage in blank activity. He was booked in the Shelby County.
He was a John.
What?
He was a John then,
What?
Move on. But that's the old common term. Okay. I don't want to go into that's what the customer of a lady of the night has traditionally been called.
All right.
A John.
Now I know. Yeah. I'm not. I don't think about those.
Well, now they call it human trafficking. They make it sound that term could be used in a lot of ways. Okay. Not justifying what he did, but essentially the way you're reading that story.
They lump them together.
He tried to do business with a lady of the night.
Okay.
Is that fair? Is that an accurate depiction of what you just read?
I think that's
probably right.
So. All right, SEC champion. Who do you think it is? Predicted after the media. Who do you think the media picked to win? That would be the Georgia Bulldogs. Correct, Big C. 88 votes. Someone picked Kentucky to win it all. They got 1 vote. Texas got 57 first place votes. Ole Miss is at 3rd with 6. A&M at 5. Alabama at 3. How many times in the history last...
Which tells me Ty Richardson did not pick the Razorbacks to win the SEC.
Nope, I did not. Oklahoma picked 2nd. LSU picked 2nd. I think Georgia's like the easy cop-out answer, but makes sense.
Where was Media Days held? Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida.
Georgia's a whole lot closer to Tampa than Texas. So I thought the interesting thing is LSU gets 2 votes.
I thought the same thing. Like you had A&M, Alabama...
I mean, but it's really Georgia, Texas, and then Ole Miss is in 3rd with 6, A&M with 5.
Did OU?
Alabama gets 3 votes total. No one
only got 2 big.
Yeah, I mean, this is just
along with LSU.
And then someone homered up on Kentucky and gave them 1 vote. So I mean, 88 for Georgia, 57 for Texas. The rest of the league gets 11, 14, 16, 7, 19 votes. So I mean It's very heavy. Everybody thinks Georgia and Texas is the best 2 teams.
Arkansas picked dead last in the SEC this season. Hopefully they do not wind up. We got some research from our buddy Brendan on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline earlier that 20 of the last 26 years, according to ChatGPT, the SEC media has correctly finished the last place team.
How many times has Arkansas been picked dead last? Like I don't remember that many times in my lifetime.
I don't remember where they were picked last year. Were they picked last year?
I did not hold on to that stat, no.
I don't remember. Why don't you look that up, Christian? See how many times Arkansas is predicted, because they have those media predictions. Other SEC news, Trinidad Shamlis, first-team quarterback. You've got Arch Manning, it's the 2nd. A couple other notable guys, Kewan Lacey, Ahmad Hardy, the Missouri running back, picked his first-team running backs. You've got Ryan Williams, the Alabama wide receiver, Cam Coleman, the now Texas wide receivers, first-teamers. And then the Arkansas connections, Isaiah Satania picked second team for the Oklahoma Sooners, and then Quincy Rhodes, the second team.
Well, that's a player I wish we'd have held on to, is Satania. Fast,
He is blossomed,
versatile. That was we lost a talent with him.
He was big for him last year. He's still got fumbling problems.
I'd take him today.
Oh, he'd be the best wide receiver on this team.
He might be the best player on the team.
Three times.
That's probably accurate.
3 times we've been picked last.
2019, we were picked to finish last under Chad Morris. 2020, which was Pittman's first season,
which they didn't,
and then this year,
yet to be determined.
So one time the media was correct, one time the media was wrong. We'll see what happens this year.
Should it really count if Chad Morris was your head coach?
Those programs be erased. Like you just have, the whiteout. You just have whiteout in the Arkansas record books and the SEC record books. Anything Arkansas related is just whited out in 2018 and 2019.
It doesn't sound like the most unreasonable take ever.
A guy from Harrison says, "Hey, we can't disappoint if we aren't picked last."
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get any worse than last. So,
only go up. Only up.
Media
from here.
predictions, take them with a grain of salt. Well,
Well, they did pick one year. They had like 6 or 7 guys pick Vandy to win it, win the SEC.
Yeah, I do remember that happening one time where you had a crew of, I think Vanderbilt. I don't know if it's beat right who it was, but yeah, that has definitely happened before.
All right, that's the SEC update brought to you by our friends at Hardee's. If you can eat a monster burger in 150 seconds or less, join us at Hardee's on Tuesdays and Thursdays for your chance to qualify for the football trip of a lifetime. We're giving away a trip to Las Vegas to see the Chiefs at the Raiders this year. If you can eat that burger in 150 seconds or less, you're automatically qualified to the finals. I think we've had 7 total that have qualified to this point. So eventually, I mean, that's about half the field right now. So you also get endless fries at Hardee's. After 5 o'clock, dine in, endless fries anytime you dine in at Hardee's. Great food, spin the wheel for great prizes, qualify for your chance at a football trip of a lifetime. We're back out tomorrow. Anyone know? I do not have the list in front of me. Is it Phoenix or Rogers? We were at Salisal last week. We'll be at Hardee's in Fort Smith.
I got to look. I know it's from 11:30 to 1:30.
So, yeah, that's another good point. Yeah. We're back out for lunch tomorrow.
Go to hitthatline.com.
So we'll be telling you more.
It's all on hitthatline.com.
So Hardee's lunch tomorrow. Join us there. Eat a monster burger in 150 seconds or less, and you're automatically in the finals.
It is at Phoenix tomorrow.
Okay, Phoenix.
That would have been my
Always
guess.
go to hitthatline.com if you need to reference that.
Phoenix Avenue location, Hardee's, 11:30 to 1:30 tomorrow. Big C out for lunch.
Nothing to add?
I'm hungry right now.
There you go.
Hardee's sounds like a great meal today.
There you go. All right, so we were talking about the Bahamas and Arkansas basketball, getting excited for actually getting to see this team. All the guys are playing. They officially signed the guys, reclassified Davion Thompson, Caleb Arrigo, and just what's ahead. Matt Zimmerman's done a good job of kind of breaking down each guy. The highest-rated player on this roster currently coming out of high school and the expectations for where he might fall in the draft is Jordan Smith Jr. Really good at public speaking too. You talk about a high school kid that loved listening to him, and now he's obviously a college freshman. But here's what Z had to say about the young man that's going to be holding the basketball for Arkansas PG this fall.
Talked about this young man a whole lot. Everyone in the nation's talked about Jordan Smith Jr. Everything that he does on and off the court, he does it in a first-class A-plus manner. But when he hits that floor, man, he is serious business. You talk about strong lower body that can just get by people and overpower people. His game is based on strength and size, physical play. He's not the tallest guard in the country, but his size, meaning how physical he is and how strong he is. And he is a tough, hard-driving guard.
Christian, you're going to take it in just a little bit later this afternoon. Which player do you most want to look for, or are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm going to say Mika Murinen, just because of the kind of the unicorn aspect to him, being that tall, being able to shoot, being able to, put it on the deck, and just the athleticism that he has. And I think he's going to be a really big piece this year. And then, Bowser and guys like that, Samedo and Maper Maker, Those are some guys I'm sure in person will be like, wow, these guys are huge.
I want you to watch for this today, and I don't know if you can tell it in watching 20 minutes of practice. So this may be an unfair ask, but is the team running through Billy Richmond? What is Billy Richmond clearly the on-court leader? Is he the and I know he's not the point guard quarterback, but is he the quarterback of the team, if you will, without being the point guard? I'm interested to see if everything kind of runs through Billy Richmond and what little bit we get to see. That's one of the things to watch for this coming weekend in the Bahamas, because he's back and it should be his team in a lot of ways.
And how do you adjust to that role? Like last year, he improved his points, like 4 or 5 points a game. His shooting percentage went up, free throws, 3-pointers. We saw him develop at 3-point shots. Like what level, like you're saying, obviously if it goes through him, what level can he take his game to? Last season when you had a little bit of who I'm trying to think was it? You had the stretch where he had 4 or 5 games with 20-plus points. And he was still the third option, at times the fourth option on that team throughout last season. But can he take that massive step forward as potentially the first? I still think George Smith Jr. is going to be your first option this year. Jeremiah Wilkinson's a shooter. There's a reason you got him from Georgia. But can Billy be that guy, that second option, and that's the first option more often than what he was having to do this last year?
Yeah. So, I mean, how organized does it look? They haven't had a lot of time to put in what I would call, Calipari's offense with all these guys. Some of them just been there a matter of days. How organized does this thing look in a matter of days or a couple of weeks? Because some of these guys have been on campus 10 days, maybe.
Well, Thompson and Arrigo just reclassified, and some other guys that have been here for a little while longer, since June. But I think because they just came from Peach Jam, basically.
Right.
They had Peach Jam, and then
2 weeks ago,
they're here. So that is it's a good point. Jeff and Greers Ferry asked the question here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline: Are the Bahamas games on Flow Sports? Yes, they are on Flow Sports. I think it costs you $30. Don't buy the annual. Buy the just monthly. I know. Here's the question I have. So you buy the monthly package. They play the first game on the 31st. And then the next 3 games of that. So you get charged twice?
That's a good question right there.
Like I was thinking
That's
about
a great
that
question.
Because I have never purchased. You were asking.
Usually most subscriptions are 30-day subscription from the time you sign up.
Surely that's the case. Surely you're not going to ding Razorback fans $60 to watch 4 basketball games. I mean, 30 is a lot to begin with, but 60 would be outrageous. Hopefully it's just the $30. But Jeff, to your question, on Flow Sports, no radio broadcast. Z is going to be on the broadcast with another guy. She'll get a familiar voice that you can watch the games to. That's the setup.
Chuck didn't want to go to the Bahamas?
I texted him last Friday, and I was like, man, I wish you guys were going. And the other question I have, I'm guessing, like, Z's not going to do these things remotely, is he? Like, he's going to be there. I haven't asked him yet.
He'll be going.
Okay. I wouldn't think that he'd be with the team and everything else, but I don't know. I don't know what Chuck said. They should have just.
He's already been once. He's already got.
Flo should have just contracted Chuck and Z to do the games. They got just half of the Razorback broadcast for this. I don't know.
You don't know who the other guy is?
Something Sylvester, Chris Sylvester, I think his name. It didn't seem
someone we've never heard of.
Yes, exactly. I think it's.
Did Chuck respond to your text?
He did.
He did.
He did.
I'd have lost that bet.
Why would you think he wouldn't respond?
If I had to bet one way or the other, I'd have said, he left you on red.
He wouldn't have responded.
He left you on red.
That he wouldn't have responded on something. No, he responded.
Yeah.
He got it back.
I wouldn't have passed up a trip to the Bahamas.
That was my thought.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't try to finagle it where you could go.
Well, I couldn't because somebody's taking an extensive golf trip around here, and I couldn't leave, and we'll be lucky to survive your absence. I don't know how they'd survive mine.
Listen,
me and Big C have had a couple of meetings just trying to keep this thing patched together in your absence.
Okay, what's crazy?
Can you imagine if both of us were gone?
I have taken 1 week's worth of vacation in the 8 years come this Friday that I've been here. Most of the trips I take are 2 or 3 days tops in terms of
And we're
PTO.
worried. And we are worried.
I have accrued a lot of PTO that I've not used and given up countless personal days that I've just given back to the company. I finally used my first personal day in 8 years this year. So listen, You can
bring in the world's smallest violin from the other room,
You
please.
can frame it every way you want. I've
Well, I mean,
advocated,
we're
it's like,
just
hey,
worried.
I don't have to take the days off. You can just pay me for
That
it.
is
like other
against
companies
company
have,
policy.
But you don't want to do that. So you know what?
Okay, I'll do that. I'll pay you.
I'm going to oblige.
Here,
I'm going to
here,
oblige and take
hang
up
on.
these.
Hang on. Let me unwind the rubber band here.
What do you have there?
A couple of single. Here's a 5 and a 1. There, you've been paid for all that time off. You think you're getting
$6.
$6.
Speaking of that,
$6.
And whether it was media
That's
days,
my lunch money today.
media days last week. I know you've got a couple trips coming up as well. What is the best airplane seat? Is it
It's aisle.
or is it next to the window?
Aisle, 100% aisle. End of
The thing
discussion.
about the aisle seat. Here's what annoyed me in Tampa, going to Tampa and to and from. And there's nothing really to complain about, but I had this down, so I wanted to discuss it today. The thing about the aisle seat is it's far away from the AC. The AC
True.
is directly over the mid. Like, first off, you take the middle seat over the other two, you're nuts, and you should be institutionalized.
No
But
one takes the middle seat. You're left with the middle
left
seat.
with the middle seat. This is a bad move on my part, but I didn't want to pay the extra money to Southwest to pick my own seat, so I'm getting assigned at takeoff or assigned at
Middle seat for you.
at whatever, and I'm probably going to get the middle seat. But
I don't take that. How long is your flight? Because you're going to Idaho. That's a long.
Vegas then Idaho.
3 hours.
Or Tulsa
Tulsa to Vegas is 3 hours.
Is
I'm
it
not
really?
I'm not risking that on a 3-hour flight.
Okay.
I will pay the extra.
But
an hour flight, like here to Chicago, hour and a half flight, I can deal with it.
Okay.
Going to Dallas, I can deal with it.
I've got, I think, $60 worth of Southwest, not tokens, but points that I could potentially use. But the only thing about the window seat is it's directly below the AC.
Mm-hmm.
The aisle is far away, so you don't get that full blast. It was hot.
Here's the trade-off. When you pull up to the gate, I get to stand up and stretch my legs first. I'm not held hostage by the person to my left or right as the captain of the row. And whenever they feel like getting up and moving out of the way, then I get to. I'm stuck in my seat.
A guy from Harrison brings a good point. You can lay up against the window and lay up against the wall. That is a good, and that's another element. I don't sleep great in planes, but I definitely can't sleep in the middle or the aisle seat.
Now, I don't mind
I
the
snore
middle.
on planes.
You what?
I've snored pretty loudly on planes before.
If people wake you up.
My wife sat by me and kept waking me up once, but one time I didn't sit by her and I was doing it, and she said I was like falling over on people, and
That's not good.
Middle seat with two people you don't even know
Not
is
good.
torture. No, not doing it.
Okay. Random guy in Fayetteville. In general, I would say the aisle seat is the best. However, my shoulders are so wide and they stick out on the other side of the chair that I get wrecked by the drink cart coming by.
Yeah, that can be an issue.
oh yeah, I've gotten dinged by one of those.
But nothing's worse than the person that's in your aisle seat. It's time to go, and they let like the 9 rows behind you go before they get out and go. That just drives
But
me
you
nuts.
stand up. Like I don't.
I need to stretch my legs. If I've been sitting in that seat for 3 hours, I'm not one of these people that pee 9 times on the plane. I don't understand those people either. That up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, going to the bathroom over and over. What are you doing?
Here's what I do in terms of the
Get your butt in your seat and stay there.
letting people go. So the couple or the kids and parents or whoever else directly adjacent to me, directly my left or right, I always offer them to go first.
Sure.
Especially if there's a
That's
female that's like
courteous.
courteous.
Sure.
But everyone behind me can kick rocks. Like,
Yeah.
You're going after me unless I hear someone say, "Hey, I've got to get to this next flight."
Yeah,
And of course they can go. Like unless I have a flight to catch. But when people behind me try and cut in front of me or slide, I'm just like, plane courtesy 101. Don't do that.
Don't do it. And if I've checked a bag, it's not as big a deal because we're all going to wait together at the carousel anyway. If I've carried on all my stuff, get out of the way. I'm ready to go. So, all right, before we go, you don't have to worry about checking bags, going through terminals, all that stuff. None of that sounded like fun, did it? Any of that travel stuff sound like fun to you? Didn't to me. That's why you need to go to Gaston's for your getaway this year. Rather than book a flight, rather than go through the airports, rather than worry about getting stuck in a middle seat between two people that have not been introduced to deodorant, you need to go to Gaston's this year for your getaway because you're going to get a comfortable cabin or lodge. They got about 80 of them on property, can house 2 to 22 people under one roof, depending on your group's needs. Pool, tennis courts, workout facilities. fitness trails and outdoor trails you can enjoy, an outdoor area with some nature that you can see, planes coming and going, great restaurant that overlooks the White River. It's all there for you. 870-431-5202 is the number. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort, a first-class time every time.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with, I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for. Only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com. RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
What could you do with $10,000? Well, now it's as good a time as any to find out. It's time for our very first Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources. Just visit us at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith and enter to win $10,000. While you're here, check out any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive warranty. It's the Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete rules.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Final segment here on the Morning Rush, here on this Hot Take Monday. Tommy Kraft, Christian Johnson, and Ty Richardson. Basketball, football, 40 days out from this upcoming football season. You know, you had a point earlier that we were kind of discussing about this upcoming year, about people almost like want their predictions to be proven right rather than the upcoming season.
Do you want the team to be good, or do you just want to be right about your opinion? But which is it? Because no one has the courage to say they're going to be good and win 7 or 8 games this year, which I don't agree with. But I think you're more. I think people particularly do what we do, more worried about being right. They're going to win 3 games this year. They're more worried about being right at this point than anything. There's no trophy for having, like, you nailed the win-loss total.
What did you say?
There's no trophy for
that.
that.
Your wife doesn't think any more of you?
Yeah, my wife's not going to think I'm more handsome or thinner or better looking because, hey, man, she's not going to tell the ladies at the Mahjong group, hey, my husband got the win-loss total right this year. That's not going to impress her. Yeah. Enjoy the next 40 days.
Is she into Mahjong? Because I have
no,
some friends
she's not at all.
Okay, I have some female friends that really have all of a sudden.
Oh, it's the big craze right now with the ladies. I don't know any guys playing Mahjong.
Nope,
not one.
Just
other than you.
I've never played it.
I don't even know how to play it.
Yeah, you could. Is it like it's like dominoes, kind of?
Don't get me to lying.
Okay. JT says, why can't they win 6 or 7 games?
Why can't they?
Why
but we want to eliminate it because, by God, my opinion is more right than yours.
Why not?
I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. You're wrong.
Halftime's coming up next.
The Saracen Casino Hotel is now open and accepting reservations. Saracen's new 14-story hotel features 318 modern guest rooms and suites, offering luxe accommodations paired with the elevated amenities and the southern hospitality customers have come to expect from Saracen Casino Resort. And while you're at it, don't skip dinner at Red Oak, recognized as